Hey, thanks for watching this video on the best left-handed NFL quarterbacks of all time on Football Here and Now. I'm a left-hander. I've always been partial to southpaw quarterbacks, but there's not been very many good ones in the NFL. I've heard the ball just spins different and hard to catch for wide receivers used to catching from right-handed quarterbacks, and there's just not been a lot of talented left-handed quarterbacks. Uh, Obviously, the best left-handed NFL quarterback of all time is Steve Young. Two MVPs, three Super Bowl championships, one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks of all time. Steve Young had a 64.3 passing percentage or completion percentage, 33,124 passing yards, 232 touchdowns, 107 interceptions, 4,239 rushing yards, and 43 touchdowns rushing. When Young started with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he looked like a bust. He was just running around, good athletic quarterback, but didn't have much success. When Steve Young made it to the 49ers as a backup to Joe Montana and got Hall of Fame coaching from Bill Walsh and Hall of Fame players around him, Steve Young became the best left-handed quarterback of all time. In my opinion, the second best left-handed quarterback ever was Kenny Stabler. Now, this could be easily debated between him and Michael Vick. I'm going with Stabler because Ken Stabler played in a league where defenses could play defense. They would try to kill quarterbacks and wide receivers. It was harder to have a passing game in Kenny Stabler's era. So you will see older NFL players, quarterbacks, wide receivers, have reduced stats compared to what players have today. For one reason, there were less games, but mostly because of the different defenses and lack of the modern offenses, passing schemes, and such. Ken Stabler played in a run first era. Defense was very dominant on most teams, on the good teams. Kenny Stabler called his own plays for the majority of his career. Stabler had one MVP, one Super Bowl ring with the Raiders. He completed 59.8% of his passes. Not great by modern standards, but pretty good for back then. 27,938 passing yards, 194 passing touchdowns, 222 interceptions. And all the stats for this video are from ProFootballReference.com. I love that site. Stabler was also able to play with a hangover better than any quarterback, possibly in NFL history. In my opinion, Michael Vick is the third best left-handed quarterback of all time, but you have to factor in his running as well. Vick was the first 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback. He's the career leader at rushing for quarterbacks with 6,109 yards, 36 touchdowns. He did complete 56.2% of his passes for 22,464 yards, 133 touchdown passes against 88 interceptions. And of course, Mike Vick's career was interrupted by prison, or else his numbers would have been better. Vick, as a Carolina Panthers fan, I hated the Panthers playing Vick because he was so hard to deal with. He was so fast, so deadly of a runner, and good enough passer. He could get by in the passing game. And I'm listing the third best quarterback, left-handed quarterback of all time. Or I'm sorry, the fourth best left-handed quarterback of all time, Boomer Esiason. Excuse me. 37,920 passing yards, 247 touchdowns, 184 interceptions. And a lot of passing purists will say Boomer's better than Vick, and as a passer, he was. But with Vick, as with a lot of the modern quarterbacks, you have to factor in the athleticism, the the danger factor a running quarterback adds to an offense. And I would take Vick over Boomer, although I did love Boomer. I'm going to Mark Brunell. Next is on my list of the best NFL left-handers of all time. Brunell passed for 32,072 yards, 59.5 completion percentage, 184 touchdown passes against 108 interceptions. Brunell was solid. I would never consider him a great quarterback, but he was a very solid NFL starter, probably top 10 quarterback for a lot of his career. And he's just a solid player and played a long time, partially due to financial trouble. And I got to put Jim Zorn on the list. Jim Zorn is probably my second favorite quarterback on this list, just because I liked him when he was playing for the Seattle Seahawks. Released by the Dallas Cowboys and went to Seattle and became a starter for several years. And later coached the Washington Redskins. Jim Zorn passed for 21,115 yards, 111 touchdowns, 141 interceptions, and 53.0 pass completion percentage. Zorn was pretty mobile, played for some decent but not great Seattle Seahawks teams, had a good passing companion in Steve Largent, who ended up being the career wide receiving leader in most of the categories by the time he retired. And that wraps up my list of the greatest left-handed quarterbacks of all time. If I missed somebody, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much.